Welcome back, bros, to another video review, and today we have the opportunity to take a look at the Transformers Legacy Evolution Optimus Prime and Bumblebee Core Class 2-pack. So for the contents, this is what we get inside, and I guess this is what we pay $39.99 for. We get the trailer itself, we get roller, we get the compartment that's added to Prime to give him the part to put the trailer on his back or his feet, or other words. You get also Bumblebee's gun, Optimus Prime's Energon axe, Optimus Prime's ion cannon, and Bumblebee's ion pistol, or whatever it's called, I don't remember. And standard with all Transformers, we get the instructions on how to transform these two figures. So here we are zoomed in on Core Class Bumblebee and Core Class Optimus Prime, and check out the details on these figures. For me, I'm just going to say right off, both of these figures definitely look cartoon accurate in my opinion. I like the way Optimus Prime now has different molded thighs, as you would call it, in the hips with the white colored plastic. And Bumblebee, the main difference is going to be the change in the arms and the thighs and the tires, with it being more of that charcoal gray versus black, what we got with the previous release of these figures. So here we are for comparisons, and yes, I did skip the articulation, what I normally do on each of the figures that I review, but because these are a re-release of the same mold from the Kingdom wave way back then, and also the buzzworthy Bumblebee wave from way back then, with these new repaints, here we are starting the comparisons. And as you can see right here, just looking at the two Bumblebees, the major difference is going to be the coloring of the plastic. The face on both figures are exactly the same, in my opinion, just painted with, I guess, a less glossier face, and the eyes are different on each copy. So when looking at the head on both Bumblebees, the first one that you notice is the one on the outside. The eyes are painted super light blue, so you really can't see them because of the shininess of the face. Now, when you look on the Bumblebee on the inside, you see the more brighter blue, and you can see Bumblebee's face, and you can actually see some of the details on it because the silver plastic on the first version isn't so metallic-like, where you can't see the features on the face. And then when coming towards just looking at the yellow plastic between the two, the newer version on the inside to me looks a little bit better and more accurate to the G1 Bumblebee color. But I do not like the toy accurate windows with the light blue. I just think that's unrealistic in my opinion. But pretty much it is the same figure as you can see, except the plastic is different for the thighs, the arms, and the grille of the actual car mode, with the tires being black. When looking at Optimus Prime and the Kingdom release Optimus Prime, here we have two different types of styles. We have the more G1 style on the outside, which is the Kingdom Prime with the silver on the shins of the figure. And then we have the more cartoon accurate, which is on the inside of Prime, where we got the yellow on the crotch area and we got the white thighs. And the molding of the plastic is darker for the Kingdom versus the one for the new Legacy one. It's lighter and brighter. I guess you could say more vibrant. But basically the head sculpts are the same. Just actually, they're actually the same to me. I don't see really much of a difference. Besides the Legacy one might be painted a little bit more like a lighter blue than the one we get with the Kingdom. Or maybe it's just a red paint, or the light reflecting off to make the Kingdom one look a little darker. So as I continue the comparisons, here we are with the figures with their accessories. And now I think you're starting to see where I'm coming from. With the previous release of these characters, you only got one accessory with these figures. Prime with his ion cannon and Bumblebee with his blaster. Now, with the two middle fingers on the inside, Bumblebee comes with his blaster that came with the first version of the Bumblebee, and now also his pistol. And then, as you see with Optimus Prime, he comes with his ion cannon, and now he comes with his axe. So here you are. As you can see, we have Bumblebee holding his pistol from the G1 cartoon series, and we have Optimus Prime finally getting his Energon axe that we desperately needed for this figure. So here we are for my final comparisons. Here we have all the Autobots that have been released so far, whether it's Studio Series, Kingdom, or Legacy Evolution. And I must say, so far, we are starting to round out some nice characters. I would love to see a Prowl, a Jazz, a Wheeljack, and all the other mainline figures that would make this core class line impressive, which also scales well if you're more larger figures. So let's continue taking a look at the rest of the accessories so that you can see how awesome this 2-pack is. Let's just use Roller out the way. As you can see, it can roll very well. No hindrance there. If you want, you could take the arm or the drone right here, compress it or whatever, and put it on Roller. Just so easy. You just push it in. It's a little hole. And now you have Roller and the drone coming to aid Optimus Prime if you want. In addition to that, you can, like I said, this is fully articulated, guys. As I just showed you, you could pull that piece off and you could pop it back on. If you want to pop it back onto the trailer, it's a peg right here and it goes right there. And it just pops on so easy. So it's not like it's very difficult, guys. So that's just showing you the drone right there. As you see right here that you seen from the beginning of this part, I have Optimus Prime holding a shield. This thing also has 3 different functions for Optimus Prime, if you like. It becomes a shield, a repair bed, and also the hitch attachment for the trailer. But as you see him holding that shield, if you don't want him to do that in your battlefield or looking heroic like that, I'll lay you down, Prime, because I'm pretty sure you're going to fall. You can take this shield right here. There's 2 pegs right there, and you pegs in right here. And once you peg it in, now it gives you the appearance of a repair bay right here. Now, that would have been cool if it was colored differently from the gray plastic inside of the trailer. Unfortunately, there is no type of I guess attachment. You can just put Roller up there and he just sits securely. If you want to keep him like that when you put him in robot mode, well, trailer mode, and it'll just sit right there. It's not really going to lock into place. But as I was trying to say, let's show off what I was talking about with the med bed. So here I'll just roll up the drone just so you can see him starting to work. And we will lay Bumblebee just down like that. And now you have him getting repaired by the drone because Ratchet is away at battle. In addition to that, you can also have Bumblebee out the way, close down the drone so that you can now close up the trailer. And now you can have his Roller bringing the trailer to Prime because Prime is in trouble. So I definitely like that feature. And you can have Roller just rolling around with it. It rolls very easy, as you can see. Sorry, Bumblebee, don't mean to push you out the picture. But you catch my drift. In addition to that, if that's not enough fun for you in robot mode, you can also store the weapons. So that is pretty cool in my opinion. Pull off the weapon, and you can store his weapons accordingly. You can put this one in like that. You can put Bumblebee's pistol in, which stores in his vehicle mode. So that may not be necessary. You can put that here. And then just pegs in. And then that's there. Or you can just peg in this one right here, because this one doesn't go in his robot mode because it doesn't have a dual function like this one does. Because this one features his gun and also possible tailpipe. So there we have that. And then you can close it up and put it in just like this. And now it's ready for Optimus Prime to be transformed and pulled in his truck mode. So we'll get to that and do some movie magic. And now you'll be ready to see these figures in their alt mode. So now that we have both figures in their alt mode, this is what we get. And let's look at Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime looks good, in my opinion. I like the white versus the silver or the gray, what we got with the first release. Now, this is the only thing that is actually bugging me to my eye. Why wasn't this right here painted to be silver versus being white? So that is a disappointing thing I just found out on this figure. Like I said, I don't have an issue with the legs being white right here. It looks good. So yeah, I'm liking the way this Prime turned out. Now, Bumblebee, it's pretty much the same as what we got with the other one, except it's in a lighter color wheels. And it's more of a gray than a black. And the windshield is more light blue. And the lights are like a golden color, I'm assuming. It's kind of hard to see it with the light bouncing off of it. But yes, it is a golden color. So let's go ahead and check out what Optimus Prime could do with these accessories. So basically, you can put this in right here. He can hold that. And then the instruction manual says you can put his battle axe in here like this. So now Prime is carrying his battle axe and his ion pistol on the back of the Optimus Prime instead of his trailer. So I think that's a pretty good touch and nod. And I like the way that turned out. So that's pretty cool in my opinion. But basically what I'm showing off here now is the best part. Here we have the trailer right here. It just pops in right here. Kind of reminds me of like Huffer a little bit. So now we have Optimus Prime ready to pull his trailer. And this is what he looks like once you got it pushed in correctly, fully assembled. And now what you do is you take the trailer. There's a peg right here. And now we have Optimus Prime looking more iconic and more like himself. As you see, Optimus Prime can swivel left and right when the trailer is attached to him. And that now looks and completes the look of Optimus Prime, in my opinion. It just looks good. Now, for a comparison, here we are with Bumblebee. As you see, Bumblebee is just way too big still in his alt mode compared to Optimus Prime. From front bumper to front bumper, here you are. As you see, Bumblebee is just enormous. Now, if Bumblebee was able to transform into the size of Roller, now that would be impressive. But for more playability features, they say you can pull the trailer down and you can have Bumblebee drive up in it. And then you can also have Bumblebee come on out, which I'm just going to tilt. As you saw, he came out just fine. There was no worries. You can also have Roller go in there and Roller also come out, no problem. So yes, it adds a lot of playability to this toy. And I like the way that this has turned out so far. So here we are starting the comparisons off in alt mode. And as you can see with the two Optimus Primes, now you can start to see the differences on both figures. The one with the predominantly lighter colored windows is the Kingdom, and the one with the more darker colored blue or brighter is the new version. And you can see the grills on both vehicles are slightly different. Certain things are picked out on the first copy that are not picked out on the second copy. So I'm kind of a little, I don't know if I'm confused or disappointed. I don't know how to describe it. But as you see right there, the silver right here and here is not painted on this Optimus Prime. So I'm not sure if I'm bummed or okay. And as I was telling you, the white and the gray right there for the hinge part is definitely not my favorite part of this Prime. So when looking from the side, they are exactly the same, except the wheels on the new one is painted. As you can see, instead of it being all black, I don't mind that, and I think it's pretty cool. Pretty much the Optimus Prime is exactly the same as in the alt mode, except for some subtle differences on the paint details. So let's check out Bumblebee. As you see right here, we have Bumblebee, both versions. The one with the biggest glare is going to be the previous version because that is a metallic window. And then the newer version, as you can see, is with the sky blue. The headlights on the both vehicles are slightly different. The metallic version windshield is going to have the silver, and then the sky blue is going to have the more golden color lights. The bumpers are slightly different, and then the main difference, as you see right here, is going to be the wheels. The wheels on the new version is more gray, while the previous version is more black. Other than that, they're the same figures for both copies, and you should have no issues with them rolling just well and transformation. And here we are for side view comparisons. Just want to show you how they look together on the side. I'm going to go ahead and put Ironhide up here. As you can see, this is why I'm pretty much saying the trailer is a little bit too short in my opinion, because I feel like his trailer should be able to fit 2 Autobots in there, not just one. And I feel like it's kind of like smushed, but I mean, don't get me wrong, this is a great trailer they gave us and a good accessory. But as you see with Ironhide on top, Ironhide is a bigger vehicle, so I understand that. So let's go ahead and swap it out and put Bumblebee up there. And Bumblebee, in my opinion, is still a little bit too big, and it just proves my point that the trailer is just too small. Because imagine when they give us Sideswipe, Sunstreaker, Mirage, and all of them, and Jazz, when they came out the trailer, you know, you was able to fit them and a little extra in there. Now, with the way these come out, I'm pretty sure Jazz, Mirage, and Sideswipe will probably be bigger and longer. So this makes the trailer a little bit more smushed. So now it's time for the Yeah Bro Productions figure grading system, or what I like to say is the pickup or the pass, and share my opinions and thoughts about this figure, hopefully to guide you in making a good choice on whether you want to pick it up or pass on this figure. So I'm going to start off with the likes that I like about this 2-pack. So the first thing that I like, that this Optimus Prime comes with tons of accessories, not only for Optimus Prime, but also for Bumblebee. Bumblebee comes with 2 weapons, his Energon pistol, and then his regular blaster that came with the previous buzzworthy Bumblebee 2-pack that came with the Spike Witwicky exosuit. Now, with this Bumblebee version right here, I do like the more cartoon accurate with more of the gray than the black plastic that was used in the previous version. I still don't like the light blue windows, but I'm okay because it is G1 cartoon accurate. And then when we turn our attention to Prime, I like the new paint details and deco on Prime. The red is more brighter and vibrant. The silver is more shiny, in my opinion. And then not only that, his truck cab wheels are painted. So now they're not all black. So you got some details, you got some rims. And then the trailer itself. The trailer itself is nicely painted and definitely good quality plastic. It comes with roller inside that can attach to Prime's trailer, and you can use that to drive around the trailer. Not only that, you can take the drone, which is sticking out of Optimus Prime's trailer right now, and you can attach it to roller, which adds more playability, and it makes it even more fun. Unfortunately, you cannot attach the drone from Optimus Prime's trailer to his back or any type of support to give him some more firepower. I do like that they did give Optimus Prime his Energon axe and also his ion cannon. And yes, that is the same ion cannon that you got with the previous release. In addition to that, I like that they gave you the shield, which becomes the hitch part for the trailer, which now makes it a more enjoyable and a playable feature. In addition to that, you could take the hitch trailer shield piece and put it inside of Optimus Prime's trailer to give it that imagery of it being a repair bay bed for any Autobot that has may fallen on the battlefield, and use the drone to repair the Autobot fallen person back to health and give him full 100% or whatever you want power to get back into battle, which is pretty cool. So here we are for the dislikes on this 2-pack. Straight off the bat, I'm going to say Bumblebee is way too big. Yes, I do think that is a lazy use, which they could have gave us a new molded Bumblebee for this price point of $39.99 plus taxes. I feel like Bumblebee should be smaller, at least in alt mode and in robot mode. I feel like he's still too big. The paint details on Bumblebee, they're minimum in my opinion. Now, let's turn our attention to Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime, in my opinion, is missing in the front. The biggest thing that it's my biggest gripe, is going to be in the front grille. They have a white hinge piece, which was on the previous release gray, so you really couldn't see it very well because the front cab area was painted and the grille was painted that gray. Now you have silver painted in the middle for the grille, and then you have that white peg. I don't know what you call it, but it's just white. So it really draws away from the front appearance of Optimus Prime. So that Optimus Prime. I do feel like Optimus Prime, when transformed in robot mode, should have on his shins more of that silver color like we saw in the first version. But that might just be a nitpick in my opinion. Other than that, now we turn our attention and our focus to the trailer. My biggest gripe about that is that the trailer is too small. I feel like it should be longer and a little bit because when you put the Autobots in there, that's fine. It works very well. But when you stack them up on the trailer to show the width or the length of it, it just does not measure up. Optimus Prime trailer was long enough to fit at least 2 Autobots inside. And with this trailer, you cannot do that. I showed you earlier in the video how Ironhide takes up about 80% of the trailer if you put him in there. And he was on top, so you could see how long he is compared to the trailer. I do feel like Hasbro missed the opportunity to give us a appropriate and accurate size trailer for this version of Optimus Prime to better interact with more of our Titan class figures. So guys, if you're watching right now, in my opinion, I do believe this is a fair pickup, and I do recommend it for other Transformer collectors of the core class line that would like to have these figures to scale well with your Titans and other larger size figures. So if you're interested in picking up a copy of this figure, I paid $39.99 plus taxes for this 2-pack, where I got it from HasbroPulse.com. It is their exclusive, and that will be the only way to pretty much get this 2-pack if you would like to add this to your collection. As always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. By doing these 4 actions, it shows my channel a tremendous amount of support, and not only that, positive feedback to help my channel grow. Thank you once again for spending your time watching my video. Until next time, yeah bro, I'll see you soon.